Hey everybody, it's Eric, and it's a wonderful, beautiful Monday here in Cleveland. Another beautiful sunny day. But it's also time for coffee and a candle. Today's candle is Fall Garland from Goose Creek. I do believe this is a new fragrance from them this year. So we'll talk a little bit about this candle. We'll also talk a little bit about the Goose Creek candle sale. I do believe today is the last day for their 1049 candle sale that they have going on. That's been going on all weekend. Lots of good candles. I have a small Goose Creek haul that I'm going to throw in here as well. I will also take a look at Kringle Candle. They have some new items out, and we'll take a look at HomeWorx. Of course, we'll talk about Bath&BodyWorks. We have several big events on the horizon. We have the Body Care Day event coming up. We also have Candle Day coming up soon, so we'll talk a little bit about that since the candle lists were released. So we'll kind of get into that a little bit today. I also have some empties to show you, and I think that's it. So let's grab some coffee and talk about candles, you guys. Okay, so today's coffee, for those that are interested, I am having some of this smoked butterscotch from Starbucks. It is a limited edition coffee. This was gifted to me from Edie, and it's delicious. Thank you so much. I just love it. So really been enjoying that. So I'm having that today.
He doesn't talk about my coffee that way.
Let's talk a little bit about Fall Garland from Goose Creek. Your scent notes are spiced apple, sweet pear, balsam, and leaves. I've had this candle burning all morning long, so a good 4 hours of burn time today, and then I also was burning this throughout the weekend, so I would say I've had a good about 14 hours of burn time so far on this candle. It has a wonderful wax pool. The flames are a little aggressive, but that's okay. They're keeping that wax nicely pooled out, and we're not really having any sort of sooting issues or anything like that so far. So I've had this candle burning down here in the family room all morning long, and I would give it a strong fragrance. It really does fill out this family room. It's an open concept space. I can also smell this candle a little bit upstairs as well. So it definitely has some range. And you do get a lot of the pine on this, and that apple scent note, that spiced apple scent note sweetens up the pine. It reminds me a lot of like 'Tis the Season or Tree Farm from Bath&BodyWorks. It's kind of like on that level. It's a nice candle though. I really have enjoyed it. Now, if you don't really care for balsam fragrances or pine scent notes, you might not care for this one because the pine is pretty heavy on it, and then it's mixed in with that wonderful apple fragrance. Would I buy this candle again? Yes. I'm not going to run out and get another one though, just because of like space issues. But if Goose Creek was to bring this back again next year, I would definitely repurchase this one. It's been a very enjoyable candle so far. Let's move on over to Goose Creek. Let's take a quick look at their 1049 sale. I do believe today is the last day for this sale. It's been going on all weekend long. They have released several more holiday candles this past week. We have Cozy With You, Sage Wreath, White Woods and Apple, Tree Cutting, The Snuggle Is Real, Winter Vanilla Balsam, and my personal favorite, Holiday Embers. I am so glad they brought that one back. They've also released a Pillsbury collection. The smell of oven-baked joy just like Mom used to make. There's apple cinnamon bread, banana bread, buttermilk biscuits, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Hey, those are chocolate chip cookies. My favorite.
Cinnamon rolls, crescents, that sounds interesting. Perfect apple pie, pumpkin spice rolls. And lastly, we have sugar cookie dough.
Nothing's as loving like something from the oven.
And Pillsbury says it best.
Goose Creek brought back the elf candles for Christmas this year. We have Buddy the Elf, candy corn, maple syrup, candy cane, Christmas candy, candy cane forest, throne of lies, 11 cookies in the VCR, son of a nutcracker.
Ow! Son of a nutcracker!
And world's best cup of coffee. These are part of that 1049 sale that's going on right now. Speaking of the 1049 sale, there are lots of candles to choose from, lots of winter holiday fragrances, and it also includes fall fragrances. It's nice to see it's not just the holiday candles. I did take advantage of the 1049 candle sale at Goose Creek this past weekend. I placed a order for some of the holiday candles. And speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and move the Fall Garland really quick and just show you some of the candles I purchased this past week when they had this warehouse sale. So let me show you those really quick. So for those of you that purchased Goose Creek candles, the other week we had that buy 3, get 4 free candles promotion going on, and that also included the licensed candles, which that was nice to see. And I didn't purchase any of them. I almost did. It was a good sale, but I passed. And then it was like 2 days later, for like one day, they had this warehouse sale where some of those same licensed candles were now $8.99.
What? I don't believe it.
So I did pick up the popsicle orange candle for $8.99, and this is your frozen orange, crushed pineapple, and sugar. And it just smells like orange, like an orange popsicle. And I also purchased 2 more of these cherry popsicle candles. So this one smells so good on cold, and I did get to burn it this weekend, and oh my goodness, you guys, it does not disappoint. This is your frozen cherries, lemon, and sugar. And it really does smell like a cherry popsicle. I believe the cherry fragrance they're using in this is the same cherry scent that they use for their cherry cola candles that they've had out in the past. I burned it this weekend. It's very strong. It fills out the room just fine. And like I said, it smells more like the cherry that you would get like in a cherry cola or like a cherry popsicle. It's not going to be like a juicy cherry, like a fresh cherry or anything like that. But if you like a good cherry scented candle, this is really strong, you guys, and it fills out the room just fine. So I really, really enjoy it. So if they go back on clearance again, I'm scooping up some more of those. That's a good one. And I also picked up the firecracker candle. Again, these were $8.99, and this is your strawberries, cherry, blue cherries, and sugar. Yeah, it kind of smells like kind of like a raspberry snow cone, something like that. That's kind of what I get on that one.
It was okay.
And then I also picked up some of the Pop-Tarts candles. So I picked up the frosted cherry Pop-Tarts. This is your warm pastry, cherry filling, frosting, and sugar. This smells pretty good. You get the cherry. You get like that bakery scent note. This could be a repackage of Mrs. Rabbit's cherry pie that we had this spring. It's possible. It smells kind of like that on cold to me. And then I also got the frosted raspberry.
I love raspberries.
And this is your warm pastry, raspberry filling, frosting, and sugar. This one smells odd to me. It almost smells like there's some lemon in there. I don't really get any kind of like bakery scent note at all. Yeah, so that one smells off. It really doesn't remind me of raspberry at all. And then the final one that I picked up was the frosted blueberry. This is your warm pastry, blueberry filling, frosting, and sugar. I get the blueberry. It's a very artificial smell, which, I mean, blueberry Pop-Tarts. So, yeah, it's a kind of a fake blueberry scent, slightly bakery, but I think, like, as far as, like, that bakery scent note, the one that had the best kind of bakery scent note was the frosted cherry. But like I said, I think this is just a repackage of one of their cherry pie candles. So those are the candles I picked up during that warehouse sale. And then I think it was like the very next day we went into this Goose Creek 1049 three-wick candle sales. So still a good deal, but $8.99 of course is better than $10.49.
Tell me about it.
So let's move on, you guys. Let's move on over to Kringle Candle. Kringle has a buy 2, get 2 candles for free sales promotion going on for select large jars. Looks like it's mostly going to be on some of their fall candles and a few of their summer candles. They have to have this code B2G2 listed for it to be included in this sales event. So you're spending $62, which makes the candles $15.50 each for the 4 candles. Okay, moving on. Let's see what we have here. They have celebrating daylight saving time, daylight bundle promotion. So we have 12 for $24. There's 2 different bundles to choose from. There's the Holiday Country Daylight Bundle. And then there is the Kringle Holiday Daylight Bundle. If you're wondering what a daylight is, they're basically just like votive candles. So they just have one little single wick in there, just like a votive candle, you guys. So it's a nice way to, test out some of the larger fragranced candles and see if you like them without spending a ton of money. All right, moving on. Kringle came out with 4 wick candles. Glow big or go home. So they are running at $45 and $50 for the 4 wick reserve candle. Let's take a look and see what we're getting here. So they're 32 ounces. Says wide diameter for bigger wax pool, ideal for larger size rooms. And the burn time is up to 100 hours. They've also released some new reserve fragrances recently. It says 6 new reserve releases. We have cinnamon and cedar, pine cone and clove, speakeasy, spiced orange and cranberry, vanilla oak, and volcanic black pine. Now let's move on over to HomeWorx. They are having a 4-wick candle promotion today, and I believe today is the last day for this sales promotion. It's 2 for $38. The Season of Scent. Let's take a look at the sale. We have Fireside Christmas Tree. That one sounds good. Says it's smoked citrus, blue eucalyptus, patchouli leaf, fresh pine needle, Fraser fir, wild cranberry, dark balsam, charred firewood, and cinnamon bark.
Sounds quite nice.
All through the house. That one also looks good. Let's see here. Jingle Bell Julep. That sounds interesting. Looks like we have some fall candles here. Let's see what they have on the next page. Poinsettia Parade. That sounds interesting. They also have the Thanksgiving candles out. And I have been burning this caramel apple candle this week. It's nice. It has a nice fragrance, but it has a very light throw. Oh, Fresh Cotton Clouds. That's a good one. And then here on the last page, we have several more holiday candles. Now let's talk about Bath&BodyWorks, you guys. First, let's take a quick look at their website. They did release a few new 3-wick candles that I know a lot of people have been interested in. There's been a lot of talk about these fancy lid candles coming out. So online, we have 'Tis the Season with a fancy gold bow lid. They're running at $39.95. There's also Frosted Cranberry. Now, this was supposed to have a fancy lid, but they scrapped the lid. I believe they have scrapped this lid now, so it's now priced at $26.95. Originally, it was supposed to be Magic in the Air coming out in a 3-wick, and that has also been scrapped.
Oklahoma.
We also have Winter Candy Apple and The Perfect Christmas with the fancy gold bow lids. Now, as far as sales, it's a little quiet today on their website, which kind of makes sense because we just had that big $10.95 candle sale, which was amazing, especially if you had the coupon to stack on top of it and make them like, what, $8.21 or something like that. I did not have a coupon, but I was still happy with the $10.95 price. We do have several sales coming up, though. We have one this weekend starting Friday, November 8th, running through Sunday, November 10th, and it's a Wallflower Big Days sale. So all your wallflowers Your wallflower refills will be on sale. The 2-packs will also be included in this sale. So that's this coming weekend. And then next week we do have the Total Body Care event happening, or Body Care Days as it used to be called. And that's going to be running Thursday, November 14th through Sunday, November 17th. So all of your body care items will be on sale. Includes the body butters, the fine fragrance mists, all of it. I've been hearing price points of $5.95, $4.95. Those are the price points that have been rolling around that I'm hearing. So that's coming up next week. And then, you guys, we just have to talk a little bit about this. We do have to talk a little bit about Candle Day. So Candle Day this year starts December 6th, and it runs through the weekend till Sunday, December 8th. I took a look at the candle list. Tess has the candle list out on her blog, Life Inside the Page. So if you want to see the whole candle list, what's coming out for Candle Day, take a look at that. We'll talk a little bit about it, but to be honest with you, I'm a little underwhelmed by it. I didn't see a whole lot of new, exciting candles coming out. So it was kind of like... but we will talk a little bit about what's coming out. We do have a Holly Jolly Holidays collection coming out. And let's see here. That's going to be your Sugar Plum Fairy. I brought some of these candles out for visual effects here, you guys. But Sugar Plum Fairy is going to be coming back. And so this is your sweet sugar plum, candied cranberries, and sugared orange. So we'll have that coming back out. And let's see here, Vanilla Balsam. Vanilla Balsam's returning. I think this might have even been from Candle Day last year. I don't know. This is your Balsam Fir Frosted Vanilla Snow-Capped Pine Needles. Nice vanilla pine scent. We have Merry Mimosa coming back. It seems like every Candle Day they bring out Merry Mimosa. In fact, I know this one's from Candle Day from one of the past years. This is your sparkling champagne, red apple slices, and iced sugar crystals. It's okay. It smells a little perfumey to me. We also have, let's see here, Cranberry Pear Bellini. This is also going to be coming back out. This is your Fizzy Pear Nectar, Sparkling Red Cranberries, Lush Apricot, Tart Black Currant. This one smells really good on cold. You do get kind of like a champagne kind of fruity fragrance to it, but mine's always been kind of light, to be honest, so I don't know. I'll probably get one for my collection, but that one's okay. We also have one other candle in this collection. It's the Fresh Iced Cinnamon Rolls. That'll be in that Holly Jolly Holidays collection. We also have Home for the Holidays Nostalgic collection. That's going to have your, let's see here, Christmas Cider. This one I'm actually kind of excited to see come back. Christmas Cider. This one is your mulled cinnamon, crushed clove, creamy nutmeg, and simmering cider. This one is kind of nice with that apple cider scent in there and the nutmeg and all that. So this one's returning. And then we also have, let's see here, Iced Winter Balsam. I like Iced Winter Balsam, so this one's also returning. And this is your frozen eucalyptus, sugared pine, and fresh balsam. It's a very fresh, clean pine fragrance. Kind of sugary, very nice. It almost has like a little bit of like a lemon scent to me in it. Also in that collection, we have Midnight Snow. I don't have one of those in my collection just because I'm not very fond of that fragrance. It's kind of, well, it's cologne-y. It's very cologne-y to me. And then Sugar Cookie will also be in the Home for Holidays Nostalgic collection. There's some other collections there if you take a look at Tess's list over there, Life Inside the Page. But there's a White Barn Neutrals collection coming out. That looks okay. I mean, there's Cranberry Pomegranate. That sounds promising. Snowflakes and Citrus is returning. Caramel and Vanilla, and then Evergreen and Fir. So those look good. There's also a there was a Gingham Nation collection that looked quite interesting as well. But overall, I just wasn't too excited with the candle list. There wasn't anything new like we had last year. We had like Top Shelf Elf. There was the Cosmopolitan, which, well, really wasn't new. That was a repackage. And then that peppermint coconut colada candle we had last year that I loved. So we didn't really get anything new like that this year. Maybe there'll be other things added to this list, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the complete list or close to it. Just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that real quick, you guys. I do have some empties, so let me just kind of clear the table here and I'll show you what I got through this week. I did get through a bunch of candles this past week. So let's see here. The first candle that I got through was this Cozy Sunday Night. Real nice fragrance. This is your warm cinnamon, crystallized ginger, and vanilla bean. It did get a little sooty there towards the end, but for the most part it stayed fairly clean until it got down towards the bottom. But you do get a little of that ginger. It's a nice kind of an evening fragrance to me. And then I also got through this Wicked Vanilla Woods with the snake lid. And, you know, it was Halloween last week, so burning a lot of Halloween candles. And this is your Magical Vanilla, Glowing Amber Wood, and Enchanted Pink Pepper. I love the vanilla on this one. It's a little like vanilla, almost like vanilla and patchouli or something. It smells really, really good. And actually, this Cozy Sunday Night with the Wicked Vanilla Woods, those blended really nice together. So I had that blending throughout the week too. It was really nice. I also got through, let's see here, 2 pumpkin carving. I burn this every Halloween. I love it around the Halloween time. Basically that week, I just burn a lot of pumpkin carving. This one got a little sooty, and this other jar style did not. So these are your freshly carved pumpkin, spiced pumpkin seeds, smooth brown sugar. I love this one. It's fairly strong for me. Fills out the room just fine. You do get the brown sugar, a little cinnamon, the pumpkin. It's just a fun kind of just Halloween fragrance to me. It just really reminds me of Halloween. I did get through this ramekin candle from Kringle. It's got a 4-wick. This one was pumpkin caramel crunch. It says the scent notes are salted caramel, buttery popcorn, vanilla cone. On cold, you do get a lot of caramel, like a buttery caramel scent. It smells so good on cold, but then when you burn this candle, there's like nothing. Like no throw, nothing. It was basically just like having a 4-wick candle burning with, you know, an unscented 4-wick candle. So, and I've heard that from other candle reviewers and things. So I won't be purchasing those ever again. I just purchased the one to see what they were like, and for me, it was a total dud.
Talk about pissing your money away. Oh.
I did finish up this Ruby Pomelo. These are from Colonial Candle. They don't make these anymore. I bought a set of 6 of them several years ago and finally just decided to burn through them. They look really nice in the bathroom, and that's where I had them. And they're fairly light scented candles, just like a single wick, but they're very clean burning. I had no issues like with sooting or anything like that. This one had a kind of like did have a grapefruit citrus fragrance. It was slightly perfumey. But I really wish they'd bring these back because they're just really pretty jars they have lit. I really like how they glow. Very nice. And then the final candle that I got through, which we don't talk about this candle company very often, is from Swan Creek. This is part of their pottery collection. This one was Pumpkin Vanilla. It's a 3-wick, so there's definitely some wax still down there in the bottom. This one, I will say, it's like 3 or 4 years old, and I finally got around to burning it. I'm trying to burn through some of my older candles because I'm like they're just taking up space, and I just don't want them, you know, hanging around anymore. So I went ahead and burned this candle. It was very light on the pumpkin, very light on the vanilla. Swan Creek does an amazing roasted espresso candle. You can get them in these really cute coffee mug styles, and that's usually what I get my roasted espresso in. And honestly, they make the best coffee scented candle, that roasted espresso. It's better than any other candle company. I swear by it. It is so good. You know, some of these other candles, like this one, it was really weak, and I don't know if it was just because it was older or it just was a real weak, you know, candle. I don't want to be completely unfair to them because it was older and maybe it lost a little bit of its potency, but Their coffee candles, definitely give them a try. I've tried different fragrances. Like this one is their Mocha Mint Cappuccino. It's really nice as well. But yeah, but this pumpkin vanilla was kind of like a dud, really. So.
Oh, let's face it. Yawn City, population 2.
Swan Creek, check them out. Their website isn't as user-friendly as like, Goose Creek and Bath&BodyWorks, but they are, I believe, a smaller company. So you really just you just really have to like play around with their website, and you'll find what you're looking for. They have all kinds of stuff though on their website. Okay, you guys, well, that is it for this week's Coffee and a Candle. I do feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys something. Let me see. Let me just take a look at the notes really quick, because I always write stuff down. And we do have the Christmas card exchange that's going to be happening this year. If you are interested, like last year, if you are newer to this channel, we did a Christmas card exchange last year. And if you send a Christmas card to Eric & Company 2, P.O. Box 40055, Bay Village, Ohio 44140, I'll be sending you a Christmas card back. And I did, I think it was last week, we set a cutoff date of December 18th so that, if you get your cards here by December 18th, I'll make sure to send one back. The reason I did that is because I had Christmas cards coming in like late January, and it just seems kind of silly to send you guys a Christmas card like in February. So I almost wanted to send out like New Year's cards. Like, well, should be a Happy New Year's card now.
Happy New Year's! Now.
So yeah, December 18th, you guys, if you get them here by then, I'll make sure to send one back. And yes, Vlogmas will be happening again from December 13th through December 24th this year. Lots of baking. It's not a candle-themed video series. It's all about baking and just a cozy evening. So have a wonderful Monday, and let me know what you guys think of Candle Day this year. If you've taken a look at that candle list, like I said, I'm not all that excited. I mean, as we get closer, I'm sure I'll get a little more excited. Plus, once I start seeing what kind of labels they have on these candles, I'm sure I'll be buying a bunch, but I might not buy as many as I did last year. As always, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.